after an insane semifinals battle in this year's NBA Cup.
Wembanyama made the catch, fading away. Wemby, they're headed to Tuesday's final.
The Spurs and the Knicks geared up for one final grueling night under the brightest lights in Vegas. And what followed was 48 minutes of pure insanity.
And a turnover. Wemby ahead. Castle puts it down. They're playing without Miles McBride. Wemby highlight.
And boy, did it live up to the hype.
Brunson shifting gears and switching hands. Jalen Brunson is crafty.
The following is a full breakdown of this game and the momentum shifts and unbelievable plays on both ends of the court. My fellow GOATs, let me put you onto something that has genuinely saved my routines the last few weeks. I've been grinding. Games, edits, late night uploads, and sticking to good food choices was getting very questionable. Then Factor stepped in and fixed everything for me. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals straight to your door, and they're ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no cleanup, and no stress. Just heat, eat, and keep it moving. And listen, the meals actually slap. My personal favorite right now is the mushroom mozzarella burger. It tastes like something you'd order at your local bistro from your favorite chef. But the mushroom gravy turkey with potatoes, I'm telling you, that one feels like a warm hug after a long day. Factor basically removes all the guesswork so I can stay focused on the content while still eating like an adult who knows what they're doing. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code GOATFB50 to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a year. Thanks Factor for sponsoring this video. The game kicked off with a statement as Towns caught it on the wing and sank a three right in the defender's face.
Shot clock down to 6. Towns cans it from long range to open up the scoring.
But the Spurs answered immediately. Vassell curled off the off-ball screen and knocked down a smooth fadeaway. Brunson then pulled some defensive Jedi mind tricks as he froze the Spurs defense, catching OG on the backdoor cut.
When do I shoot? When do I be prepared to shoot? And OG, this is something right there that everybody needs to take a look at. He's one of the best cutters in this game. With his front cutting, with his delay cutting, you're going to see a lot of those tonight.
In transition, Fox exploded with athleticism, gliding in for an effortless mid-range bucket. Mitch Johnson ran a horns-high set like he was running a chess match, and Castle attacked downhill, dropping a perfect dish to Cornet for 2. And the Spurs doubled down attacking in back-to-back possessions, as Castle drew multiple defenders and found Devin wide open on the wing for a 3.
Vassell is comfortable from the perimeter. A downtown hit for Devin Vassell.
OG quickly reminded everyone why he belongs on the highlight reel, knocking down a 3 in the 7'4" Giant's face and humbling him. Moments later, Towns got trapped on the wing, but somehow slipped a spicy dish to Anunoby under the basket for a slam.
Double team. Towns trying to get rid of it. Harper there. Wembanyama. Oh, what a fade for Anunoby! That was a spicy dish.
But Barnes tried to quiet the crowd with a crafty shot fake and bucket. But Brunson made sure the Knicks were keeping it close.
Brunson switching hands. Wembanyama. Kick it out for Bridges. Now it's an open look. Brunson, bottom.
The alien finally woke up. Wemby curled off the down screen for a tough finish, showing off his sheer length. Meanwhile, Brunson jabbed, went downhill, and got the and one, proving craftiness is his middle name.
The head and shoulder fake, the bucket, and the foul for Jalen Brunson.
While OG cleaned up Brunson's miss and found Clarkson for a finish with a touch of debatable contact. And just when you thought the quarter couldn't get any crazier, Johnson spotted the Knicks defense slacking and caught it on the trail and drained a massive 3 to tie the game. And at the end of the first quarter, the Spurs led 30-28. The Spurs continued to dominate the second chance point battle as Cornet overwhelmed Cat down low to start the second. When New York went zone, Fox broke it down with ease, collapsing the defense and spraying it for 3. However, OG was giving the Spurs all sorts of problems as he took the Rook to school at the stripe.
Anunoby got bumped and he cans it. The hoop and the harm for OG Anunoby.
Coach OG got better.
Then, off the quick inbound, it was off to the races for the Spurs as Fox found Cornet with a perfect feed.
Offensive rebound.
Up top, Cornet stuffs it.
no better way to throw the lob than put it right on top of the basket. All you got to do is just tap it in.
Out of the slob, Kolek's back screen caused confusion, and it led to a wide-open triple. Up to that point, Wemby had been quiet, but he announced himself curling off the down screen and knocking in the elbow jumper.
Fast break has not been a key here. Wembanyama.
The Spurs took full advantage of a transition push opportunity, and despite the initial miss, Devin redeemed himself by skying over Anunoby.
Rebounded by Castle.
Nice.
The cutter. Oh, Vassell on the rack attack. Wow.
Clearly, San Antonio started to ramp things up defensively, and just like the OKC win, that energy immediately ignited their lethal transition game.
And a turnover. Wemby ahead. Castle puts it down.
You could feel Wemby's presence starting to warp the Knicks' offense, and on the other end, he nearly ended them with a violent attempt at the rim.
Good lob.
Oh, off the rim. He tried the acrobatic finish.
And Brunson showed heart over height, rejecting the 7-footer.
Upstairs, Cornette. It's knocked away by Brunson.
However, Cornet's work on the glass proved to be the difference as he came up big following the miss.
Anunoby there, and it is Cornette on the inside. Just too big.
And off the stagger screen, Fox got into the lane and hit a relocating Devin.
Drive and kick. Vassell put it on the board. It's a 3.
Following the push, Brunson found OG trailing, and OG elevated for major hang time over Cornette.
Anunoby. Oh, the second effort. Excuse me, OG.
And New York clearly never sleeps, as the steal and hustle led to a breakaway opportunity for OG to add to his impactful first half. But Fox had the final word and attacked Huck Porty in drop for the closing bucket of the half. And after a bloodbath in round 2 for the cup, it was the Spurs who came out of the half with a 61-59 edge over the Knicks. The quarter opened with a bang as Barnes swung it to Fox, and he buried a 3 to set the tone.
It goes! De'Aaron Fox delivers from long range.
That is just the way Mitch Johnson drew it up.
The very next possession, Fox came off a high ball screen and stepped back, silencing Spike Lee on the sidelines.
He's also silent Spike over there.
The Knicks tried to grab some momentum back, swinging the ball around the perimeter and finding Bridges in the corner for 3.
Connects on a triple.
Wemby made his presence known, taking the pass from Devin and using that absurd wingspan to throw down an unreal backwards dunk that had everyone doing a double take.
They're playing without Miles McBride. Oh. Wemby highlight.
The young Buck Harper pushed the pace in transition, flying downhill and catching the Knicks defense completely off guard.
Harper gets all the way to the rim. Attack mode for Dylan Harper, and the lead is double figures for San Antonio.
Off the slob, Towns was left wide open at the top and made the Spurs regret that for 3.
Need it? They got it. Towns with a straightaway tray.
But after the offensive rebound, Devin found Harper, who answered right back with a triple of his own.
Wrestles it away. Vassell, kick, Harper. The 3. Bottom.
Wow. He had only made 10 threes coming into the night, was shooting 26%. That's his 3rd 3 tonight.
Showing his grit, Towns got it at the top and drove left for the aggressive finish.
For Towns.
Been very aggressive right now. We love to see it.
And Towns recovers.
Well, that's Towns' move.
Castle responded immediately, ending the run with a nasty dribble move and a crafty corkscrew layup that froze the defense.
The corkscrew by Castle.
Kolek stayed patient, reading Harper out of position and finding Bridges, who ripped right and finished with ease. But on the other end, Wemby set the screen, popped, and drilled the 3.
They do, man. They're never out of it. They have that Knicks intensity.
Wembanyama out of this world.
You know, that's not even fair.
Moments later, Castle grabbed the offensive board and found the alien for another bucket, and suddenly Wemby was everywhere.
Penny. Bridges tries to stick with him. Champagny, no. And it's caught by Castle. Wembanyama blanketing the rim.
Harper spotted him again on the wing, and Wemby splashed another 3, officially flipping the takeover switch.
Yes, sir! A downtown hit.
Man, stop playing.
The extraterrestrial taking over.
But the Knicks answered with some composure. On the next possession, Kolek brought it up in transition and stopped and popped for three.
Kolek will stop, pop, and hit a three. Tyler Kolek, splash from the outside.
He's getting better and better.
The back and forth refused to stop. Wemby squared up on the wing and added even more points on the board.
It's pretty.
He's got it
It's
again.
so pretty.
He's on a heater.
Oh, come on. 2 lob dunks, 2 threes, and a mid-range jumper.
With the clock winding down, Brunson shifted gears in transition and finished with a crafty layup.
Brunson shifting gears and switching hands. Jalen Brunson is crafty.
At the end of the third, the Spurs led 94-89. The bell rang and New York answered first. Robinson came flying in from the clouds, detonating on the glass to open the fourth.
He's there for the rebound, and that won't go. Robinson.
And Robinson's activity continued to wreak havoc on the Spurs, resulting in a three-point opportunity for Clarkson.
Offensive rebound.
Clarkson with a downtown dagger.
NY flipped the script, showing some deja vu from their previous possession, as another Mitchell board led to a tray for the flamethrower, putting the Knicks in front.
Offensive board. Clarkson, bullseye.
Both those Clarkson threes are off Mitchell Robinson offensive rebounds.
I think we struggled more as a team, so that probably played a part in that. You know, we gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, which hurt us getting out in transition. And I thought there was just a couple times offensively. We got a little bit in a rush or in a hurry. When we played with the appropriate pace, but with the right spacing and the right tempo, we got some really good looks, and we missed them. And I think it was probably more of a team thing than I thought Victor was individually struggling.
Off a hectic sequence, Kolek was first to the ball, and the basketball gods continued to reward the Knicks for their hustle on the glass, as OG drilled another three.
Then he couldn't finish it. Knocked outside. Anunoby, bingo.
With Wemby taking a breather, the Knicks' offense was free to attack, and Brunson intended to capitalize on the opportunity.
Brunson drags the defender, and he banks it in.
Out of the timeout, nothing could stop Steph from getting downhill, knifing to the rim to answer back. However, after dazzling with a blend of moves, Brunson threaded the needle, hitting Kolek in the sweet spot for an easy 2. I was expecting Wemby to be back in the game because San Antonio didn't seem as defensive, and the Knicks role players were taking full advantage. In the last 4 minutes, Brunson looked to dictate the pace, and big body Brunson methodically made his way to his spot to maintain control.
In second chance points.
Brunson gets inside.
Following a massive stop, the Spurs leaned on the reigning Rookie of the Year, and Castle delivered, burying the three to trim it to 1 possession. And on the other end, he came up big, forcing the backcourt violation on Brunson.
110. Knicks. He lost the ball.
And when NY settled into their pace, Kolek got into the lane and found OG for the knockout punch.
Kolek the drive. Hooks a pass to the corner. Anunoby. Yes!
And I can hear Stephen A. Smith saying, "Orange and blue skies in New York," as the Knicks were the last team standing, with a final score of 124-113 to claim the 3rd NBA Cup.